I wouldn't have rejected the Jay-Z verse. Stormzy's mad for that, Storms. Come on, fam.
So we're here with 16 Bars, and I'm sitting next to the young legend, AITCH.
Wagwan.
Wagwan. Okay, so you were fighting earlier. Who were you fighting with and why?
I was fighting with my DJ. Everyone's, sometimes I get asked, what's my pre-show ritual, my pre-show warm-up. And what tends to happen, I'm usually just sat backstage chilling. I'm still out of breath now. I'm sat backstage chilling, and then my DJ will just run upon me and get me in a headlock, and then we get cracking from there and get warmed up.
Who wins?
Me.
I don't lie. Come on. Oh, but I did see he was really sleepy and tired.
No, not him.
Oh, okay.
Stand up, Win. Stand up.
Oh, yes. The hype man. Yeah, I saw you earlier.
Yeah.
Dancing to your tunes.
Yeah.
I felt that.
Big guns and that, you know what I mean?
That's kind of an unfair fight, but yeah.
Don't worry, I'm all right. I can handle it. I'm all right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Well, let's start with something that when I was getting ready for this interview, I watched a lot of Life of AITCH.
Sick.
Right.
Sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I did notice for somebody who's not been doing this for that long, you feel extremely comfortable in front of a camera. You think you were born for this shit?
Yeah, defo 100%. I've always thought like, when I used to watch like music videos and videos on a music channel and that, even though I didn't know these people that I'm watching on the screen, I always thought, I'm gonna be in that circle one day. Do you get what I mean? Or I'm gonna be on the screen one day, or I'm gonna like class some of these people as my friends one day. And I feel like certain people I've met, no matter how big they are, I feel like I've met them before.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean? It's a weird one.
For instance, like Bugsy.
Yeah, Bugsy. You know what the mad thing was? Bugsy was sort of like big in Manchester before he was big, obviously, anywhere else. Right. So when Bugsy was just getting like 50,000 views, we were still looking at Bugsy like, yo, my man's gone, do you know what I mean? And we used to see him, drive past in his car. Obviously, he's got a much better car now, but even back then we was like, yo, look at his car, do you know what I mean? It was just an Audi, you know what I mean? It was like, yo, Bugsy's smashing it, whatever. And then like I took a picture of him one time, I think I was like 12, outside. There's a festival called Park Life. Have you heard of Park Life in Manchester?
Yeah.
I did see. We was outside there, and I took a picture with him, and I was gassed. I was absolutely gassed. And then like 2 years later, not 2 years later, about 4 or 5 years later, I started doing my thing.
But was it like one of the awkward selfie kind of pics, or was it like, take my phone?
Do you know what it was? Because I was with the man then, I was with a couple man in it. So it was all like, yo, Bugs, what you saying? He's like, yo, what's happening? We ran over, got some pictures with him, so it was like the whole gang in it. He was just in the middle, and everyone was just like, you get me, just flexing, you know what I mean, with Bugs it. And then I remember when I dropped my song with him, that picture just reoccurred again, and I was like, oh, it's mad, life changed, whatever, rare. So
from like old socials and stuff. Did you have to delete all of them?
Nah, do you know, I've actually got the same.
Or use it as a Finston.
I've got that. I think I've got that picture somewhere. It's not on my socials no more. It might be on my old Twitter, but not Insta. But I've actually got my AITCH Instagram is actually my same Instagram from
way back
2010. I just changed the name.
Wow. Yeah, I had to delete some shit. But you know.
Archive's a blessing. Man, press that archive button bare times. But yeah, man. So yeah, big up Bugs there, and obviously everyone, man, even people like, I don't know, Ed Sheeran and that, I've just thought, yo, I feel like I know you before I even met you.
Was he the way you imagine him to be? Because I imagine Ed Sheeran to be like a really nice guy, but usually it's the people you think that are really nice that are like mad crazy.
Yeah, that's true. I've met a couple of them as well, but yeah, Ed Sheeran's the most. It's weird. He's like he's clearly, obviously, the biggest artist I've ever met, because he's the biggest artist in the world, and he's probably the most down to earth artist I've ever met. And he's like a proper, not in a bad way. He's like how like Americans see English people. He is like the definition of that. He's just the English boy.
Like cliches.
Yeah.
What are some cliches? Like
not
stereotypes.
He's just like, he's just well spoken. He pronounces his words well. Do you know what I mean? He's just a normal geezer, and then like.
Hilarious.
Oh yeah. You're not used to that either, innit?
No, but teach me.
You sound American.
Well, yeah. I mean, I usually interview American people, so
okay.
yeah. So this is special to me, actually.
Am I the first person from Manchester?
Wait, where's Zai from? No.
From London.
No. Okay, yeah. Then you are the first person from Manchester. Hey.
Come on, Jay.
But I will say, I did because this is actually crazy. A few years ago, I did interview Zai, and he was like not known. It was a RCA event in London or some shit.
Yeah.
And then now, I'm listening to your music, and I'm like, I know this voice, and I check. I'm like, whoa, 2 tracks? So how did you guys meet and connect?
What happened, I think I actually met Zai's manager before I met Zai, me and my manager, who I said was German before, we linked up with Mems, his manager, just chatting, whatnot, just saying safe and that. And then that was it, nothing came of it. And then one day I was in the studio with Mojam, who produced the Bust Down song.
Right.
And Zai weren't even there, I was just chilling, and I started making Bust Down. And then, because they was local, I think they used to live near that studio, and we just got hold of Zai's manager and said, what you saying, roll through. And then they came through, Zai came, and I swear down, I was writing my verse. I think it took me like, I don't know, say it took me like 2 hours to write my verses or whatever. And Zai just came in, about half an hour, just went in the booth and just done the hook and done his verse and then left. Not left straight away, but you get what I mean, he just done it fast and then got off.
Does he still have that promise ring?
You have a promise ring.
Yeah.
You know, he used to have a promise ring.
Oh yeah, he's like
He's
like
locked
that.
down, yeah? Wow, look at God.
Yeah, definitely. He's a good influence on man. He's a good influence, man. Yeah, he taught me a couple of things, man. He made me grow up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
man.
do you have a promise ring somewhere too? You have a significant other?
Nah, but I'll get one. I'll get one.
In the future. Okay.
Right.
Okay, but talking about like day ones and people that are there all the time. So I understood the first person to tell you were like lit or like your bars were dope is a guy called Webb?
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's sick research.
Nah, I'm weird like that.
Yeah.
They call me the sexy Nardwar.
Man,
That's like what I'm
what's
going
a
for.
What's a Nardwar?
You don't know Nardwar?
Nardwar.
Yeah, Nardwar.
What?
Nardwar. Dun, dun, dun.
No.
He's like an interviewer.
Oh no, I don't know.
He's
him.
a weird one. Like
Is it like a cartoon?
no, I'll show
Yeah,
you
I'm
him in
getting
a
it twisted,
minute.
I'm getting it
Okay, but no,
twisted.
but I love the fact that you thought it was a seal because I can see that. I can see that.
You get me?
No,
you
yeah,
know what I'm
no.
saying? Right. All right. No.
Okay.
No, it's not.
So what happened with him? You guys still connected? You still cool?
Yeah, we're still friends. Nothing against him. Obviously, I just don't see him as much. You know what I mean? He's not really like in my circle anymore. Not because of anything bad. You know what I mean? He's busy doing his thing. I'm busy doing my thing, innit? And we kind of went down. The maddest thing is we went down separate paths. I left school. He left school and got a job at a college. He didn't go to the college. He got a job at the college, and then I left school and went to that college. Do you get me?
So then you were going there as a student. He was working.
I was there as a student. He was working there, so it was man was walking down college in my tracksuit. He was walking down college in his shirt and tie. You know what I mean? Obviously, I still blessed in that he used to come chill with man. He couldn't like come and chill with man for hours though. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, no, I
So
get
like
that,
it was just like, yes, what you saying? You're good. Yeah, working. Yeah, safe. Go. You know what I mean? And then that was that. But and then yeah, obviously people just grow up in it and you just separate. But still speak to him on the phone and that. And I've got mad respect for him. I spat bars for like 5 months before anyone knowing except for him. He was the only person that knew, and he didn't say a word.
Do you remember those? Do you like remember the first like bars you like memorized? I mean, everybody's written a verse. We're all weird like that. Like, come on, everybody has. Safe. I know his is terrible.
Swear down. At least God loves a trier though. You know what I mean? God loves a trier, man. Trust me. But
Do you remember them? Or are they corny? Or
yeah, they're so corny. Yeah, they're so corny. Sorry, I had to do that. I would say cringer. You know
Okay,
about?
no, cringe is also
Yeah, they really are. I don't think I want to spit them. Nah. I used to say, one of my first ones was, I used to say, AITCH on the mic, got a guy that'll drag man straight off your bike. That's what I used to say. Violence. It's not me no more though. I'm a good boy.
It doesn't. That sounds really good for like the first.
It's the
Yeah,
first
that's a
bar.
good bar.
Everyone taught some crud on the first bar, even if you're not on crud. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's one of them ones.
Is there anything, because you said you used to like watch stuff and then you'd think, okay, I'm gonna be part of that one day.
Yeah.
Is there anything where you were like, this is not what I expected it to be like at all?
I think I don't know, like, I reckon a lot of other artists can vouch for me as well. Like, the whole industry, this whole game seems like a certain thing, and it's not. Like, I don't know, like, how do I explain it? It's so like
Like politics or fake?
yeah,
or
politics and
weird.
like,
or...
it's like, it's just strange, man. Like, and not in a bad way, because I'm proper laid back in it, and I like everyone. I've not got a problem with no one, and I love everyone, and I will shake everyone's hand. You get what I mean? But it's just so like, if I went missing off the face of the earth tomorrow, whoever says they love me and they're interested in me within the industry would just jump onto the next thing. Do you know what I mean?
Wow. Okay. Does that make you feel replaceable or? Because I don't feel like you're not.
Not in a bad way. I just mean like as in
they don't
like,
really care deeply.
Yeah, like obviously at the end of the day, and I don't think that's a bad thing. You gotta respect that. At the end of the day, people are just at work. Do you get what I mean? It's work. People aren't out here. At the end of the day, you can say you love H this much and that, and it's a family thing. But at the end of the day, there's gonna be a certain time of the day where you go home to your family, and you don't need to think about me. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't mean to get deep and weird about it. Like, I don't have a problem with that. I respect that everyone's at work and it is what it is, isn't it? But like, sometimes I think it's seen as a big thing where everyone's friends and you can put everyone in the same room and it's all going to be thumbs up. But really, you've got to, not me, I'll go in any room, you know what I mean? But certain things you just got to separate and, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, it's a mad industry, it's a mad thing. It's hard to explain. I've never had to explain it until now.
With
yeah,
questions,
man.
I'm sorry.
Nah, no problem. I like being challenged, but yeah, man. It's even got me thinking now, like, it's just mad. It's just not what you expect, both good and bad ways.
Right. But do you feel like it is a job for you? Because I've been looking at your Instagram and like looking how, especially you and your team, it seems very tight knit, you know.
Yeah.
So does it feel like work for you? Like when because I'm sure it feels like work for some people.
Yeah, of course. I think. By the way, when I said that before, I didn't mean my team, my personal team. I just meant the industry. Right. Just saying, just make it clear. Like the whole big industry. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I do feel like it's work, but not in a bad way. Not like I've got to go to work today. Yeah, no chance. But like that, I think that makes me do what I do in it. I think it's work. This like I can't slip. You know what I mean? Like I've actually got a job to do, and I've also got like, not in a patronising way. I've also got like other people's sort of like, I've got responsibility. Other people's lives are in my hands, not like in a deep way, not like life and death, but like
livelihood.
Yeah, well, I mean livelihood and that. And then if I go tomorrow, other people have got to find something else to do. Right. Do you know what I mean?
That's a lot of pressure for someone your age.
Yeah, man. But
how do you deal with it?
I got this. It's mine now. You get what I mean? I don't think of it too much like, because I know we're good, and as long as I carry on working and everyone around me carries on working, it'll be fine. But like I said, if I start going on like it's all games and fun, it's mad. You get what I mean? Then maybe that might give people around me that an inkling that they can do that as well, and it's all just gonna fall.
Right. It's like a third house kind of.
Yeah, man.
Is that a reason you chose to like go to a major label? Because I feel like a major label does give a lot of sense of security for young artists, you know?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Yeah, like
you could have done the independent thing though.
I'm independent now.
Okay.
I'm independent now, just recently. Just recently. So I actually, if I'm being real, I needed some money.
Yeah, right.
I needed money in it, and I didn't have no money, and I was about to blow up. Well, I blew up, and I was still working, kind of thing. And then I didn't want to be that rapper who was walking down the road in my work clothes, obviously.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And obviously the independent money is slower. It might be better off in the long run, but it's slower. So I sort of like needed a sort of like a large amount of money in my bank. Not large, but a chunk of money in my bank account, so I could sort of like do nothing but music, basically.
Studio
do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
videos and shit. So, yeah, and it was mad because I had like every option. I had a sick problem. It was a good problem. All the labels were phoning, man. I was like, shit. Right, what am I gonna do now? I don't know where to go. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously we picked Since '93, which is part of RCA, like you said before. And then we went with them, and I signed a single and I signed an EP, the H2O EP with them. And then after that dropped, you wait a certain amount of months, and then it sort of like expires, and then you decide whether you want to go back or you want to go to another label or you want to do the independent thing, basically.
Shit, then you're lucky though. You had a good deal. And good advice for someone to tell you, like, don't sign off your life and like five albums.
I got to big up my manager, man, because certain people was throwing certain figures at me. Oh. And I was like, yo, come, let's go. Where's the pen? Get me the pen. And then my manager was like, give me the pen. What you doing? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's good. I've got good people on my side, and definitely I would have been more reckless with it if I didn't have these people. You know what I mean?
What's the best advice you got? Because I feel like a lot of people that are trying to come up and young artists are going to be watching this. So what's the best advice you got at the time?
The best advice I got at the time was, at the time back then, it was kind of just, you know, don't Not in a bad way. Don't get yourself tied up in things for too long. Hence my deal. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Don't. You know what I mean? Because you never know what can happen. You know what I mean? Even both ways. Imagine my EP and my singles flopped, and then I've got some label looking at me all angry, and I'm like, oh shit, sorry. Or imagine every song I released was #1, and I only signed for 10 grand. Then it's like, oh shit, been fucked over. I've made 10 grand when I could have made £2 million. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but is that like the biggest fear you have as an artist, to like flop at some point? Because I always wonder.
I don't know.
Like about artistry, like what would you say is the biggest fear for you?
You see me, like I don't really think I'm scared of anything.
Whoa.
Not like that. You get me? Scared of like a gun and that. Obviously, like I'm running from a gun if that gets pulled out on me. But
for me, it's spiders.
I'm scared of spiders as well. Yeah. Respect. But yeah, man. So I'm not scared of flopping, and I think like at the end of the day, yeah, touch wood. If I do flop, then I'll just go do something else. I'll do something else, innit? Is what it is. I'd be fuming. Don't get it twisted. I'd be like, oh shit. You know what I mean? And I'd still try and bring it back. But like at the end of the day, it is what it is, and you got to understand that. No matter how much you love your music and how sick you think you are, it don't matter because you're up. I can press stream on my tune. That's only one stream. Everyone else has got to like it as well. Do you get me?
True. Although there are rumors about people buying streams. We have some issues with that in Germany currently. Yeah, it's really bad.
But why would you? So if you buy streams, that just makes you look good, innit? You're not making no money, innit?
No, and also you can't like sell out.
Yeah.
Like this is sold out because people listen to your music. So like imagine you have like a bunch of streams and you go and you're like, this is my concert, and nobody goes. That's embarrassing.
Exactly. So yeah, man. But I think, is it the biggest fear? I don't know. There's bare fears, obviously, like, but I don't know. I'm just too laid back. Fuck it, innit? Like whatever happens, happens. Yeah, man.
What do you think as a character trait of yours that has been a key to your success?
I think
work ethic.
Yeah, work ethic, but I think people just respect me for being me in it. Don't really care what anyone else has to say, and I didn't really come through like spitting like everyone else or spitting the same thing as everyone else. And I think people just respected it in it, and I was like, yo, this is me. Fucking like it or leave it in it, and then I'm just gonna carry on doing my thing. And everyone was like, all right, then safe, yeah, man. You know what I mean? Let's do it. And I think, yeah, man. And I'm just not trying to be something that I'm not. You know what I mean? So I think people just fuck with it. I think people respect it.
I think it's crazy because there was an interview where you're like, you know, everything I've reached now, I was planning to do that in 5 years, and now I did it in 1 year. So obviously it comes easy to you in some weird way. Mm-hmm. What do you think that is from? Just pure talent, or because there's a lot of talented people, but clearly not all of them are where you are.
Yeah, I said something mad the other day. I said it to Bianca the other day. It was weird. I said there's more to rap than rap. There's more to rap than rapping. Mm-hmm. Do you get what I mean? Because you can have the coldest bars and get somewhere. Do you know what I mean? But if you fucking some fucking boring person, do you know what I mean?
So like, yeah.
I don't know, like if you just like boring and you don't want to chat to anyone and you just go in the booth, rap some shit. It might be sick and that, but then you come out of the booth and you don't speak to anyone. You know what I mean? No one's really going to be bothered anymore. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I think there's a whole thing, but I can't explain it. I like stumbled across my talent. I don't even have an explanation. Like one day I just found out I could rap in it. Like I don't.
What? Wait, that sounds weird. So you just like, you know, yeah, I'm good at this.
Yeah, because what happened, you know, right, so I was watching Scary Movie, you know, Scary Movie.
Of course. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
I was watching Scary Movie, I swear to God, yeah, this happened with webs. Yeah, sat in my yard with webs. Yeah, watching Scary Movie, and it's a part where Scream is spitting bars. They're all sat on the couch and that, they're all getting high on the bong, and then Scream starts spitting bars.
I got one, here it is, right? I'm gonna slash and gash, cut another hole in your ass. I spill blood on the walls, then play tennis with your balls.
And then, me and my boy Webbs was laughing at it, and then we just started like writing rhymes, remixing Scream's bars. Whoa. That's what we're doing in it. So whatever, chatting shit on the notes and that, showing them each other. And then he was just like, yo, you're sick at it. And I was like, nah, obviously you just rhyme it, innit? Like that. I don't know, like, I don't have an explanation, do you get what I mean? It just came, but I never used to actually spit them out loud, I just used to write them. Just write rhymes in it and then just sort of like go, yeah. And then one day, and then Webbs wasn't there anymore, and then one day I put a beat on, and started spitting the bars, and I was like, yo, this is sick.
Like a YouTube free beat, you're just like...
Yeah, just went on
Sounds like
YouTube.
something type beat.
Probably, yeah, it was probably a grind beat them times. I didn't even rap them times, it was just like a grind beat probably. Put a grind beat on and I just started spitting, and then I used to send Webb's voice notes and that and videos on Snapchat. And then it just worked out, I don't know. I actually don't know. It just worked, man.
Well, maybe that's just God-given talent.
Yeah, God, it's God. That's what I blame it on.
Do you blame it?
Yeah, blame it on God, so yeah, man. If you're mad at me, just blame it on God, and it's not my fault. Yeah.
Well, okay, but looking at all of that, and you as like a character as a whole, and I did notice you have amazing like fits. I love what you wear.
Oh,
Yeah. I love your style.
No one's ever said that.
I like your fits. They're awesome.
Tell him again. Yeah, man. Respect. Thank you.
Do you think that's the most like you spend money on?
Yeah, I don't really go reckless with money. I think.
You don't?
No.
Okay, so you're like, so that's not something you're reckless with.
Yeah, I'm responsible. I think no, like the one thing I do treat myself on is clothes, innit? Is clothes, but I don't go mad at all. Maybe some people might consider it mad, but like, I'm not gonna work this hard to make however much money and not spend some of it. Do you get what I mean?
Right.
But I don't have the best car in the world. I don't have the biggest house in the world. I just like my garms. I like trainers.
I did see that. I didn't notice that.
But these are dirty now.
Which is fine, but still Balenciaga. There you go.
Come on, G. Yeah, man. But I'm buzzing you said that. No one's ever said that.
I like them, but why? Because who has better fits than you? If you had to pick, come on.
No, because you know
there's
what?
nobody you look up to who's like, that's actually really.
No, because I'm sick of people saying drip and shit. Because
I didn't say drip. I said fit.
No, I know, not you, you. I'm just saying everyone says drip, but they've all got the same outfit on. So how can you say that?
About that.
Boom, you ready there?
Yeah.
Amiri jeans.
Right.
Chanel runners or Dior's.
That's true.
Yeah.
Dior steppers.
And either and
true.
come on, man. I don't even need to say no more. And you're chatting about drip when 10 other men have got your outfit on. Allow it, man.
It's so sad because I've done a few drip checks and it's always Amiri jeans. It's always Amiri jeans.
My pants, of course, Amiri, like every day. You know what I'm saying?
People really love Amiri, huh?
I do.
Yo, do you think I'm spending £1,000 on a pair of jeans? I like D squared jeans and I like diesel jeans. Yeah, man.
It is the Amiri jeans. God damn it! I knew that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I
don't fuck with him. Not for £1,000.
Right. No, but I can see that because it's
where
like
I'm good with money.
where you're like, I'm not gonna pay.
Yeah. Don't get it twisted. I do like my brands and that. You know what I mean?
You do the chains thing? No, right?
No chain. Do you know what's mad? I got
bracelets.
No. I got myself.
Rolex.
A couple of watches, but.
Your investments.
Yeah, and I actually just left it on the plane before.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Huh? You left your.
Yeah. Imagine I'm in KFC before. Was it KFC? I'm in KFC before, yeah. I'm chilling, and then my sound engineer over there, he's brought his friend to the show tonight, yeah. So I've said, yes, bro. What you saying? You good? Shook his hand, met him for the first time. He had a little bit of bling on his wrist, innit? I was like, oh yeah, that's fresh, safe, yeah. And I thought, yo, where's my watch? You get me? And then, but it's all right. I'm not even stunting, but obviously, it was the private jet in it, so no one else is using it, so it's just there still on the private jet.
Okay, so basically now somebody has to go there and pick it up, or is it the same jet you're gonna be taking?
Nah, it's the same jet, so I've either got to wait till Monday to get it.
Imagine
I
that.
can go and get it. But you know what I've done? Because I was falling asleep on the jet and it was scratched, yeah. So I took it off and put it on the table, but when we've landed, obviously he's pressed the brakes and it slid off, and I've just got off the jet and fucking came here. And I feel naked right now. Yeah.
Because you're not wearing a watch.
Because I'm not wearing a watch.
Fuck that, doesn't matter. You'll just go on Monday to the private jet, where it's just lying around.
Yeah, it's there.
Look at that, flexing without actually.
Yeah, flexing 101, yeah. About Amiri jeans, get out my face. No, I'm joking. I would never. My brethrens have got Amiri jeans, so I big up my brethrens, innit?
Can you imagine you just flamed them? But,
nah, they know I'll flame them. They know, man.
Okay,
I say no more about that now, I'm done. Because
Okay.
I feel like people will feel some type of way. I don't disrespect no one's drip. I'm just saying, don't say you're the drip king when you got everyone else's outfit on.
But you see, okay, so this is the issue I have with you, though.
Sorry to interrupt you. Off-white t-shirts, imagine... Man, do that to the back of the camera because it's got X on the back.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, dead. I have to get that one clear as well. I don't want to see the back of man's head. You get me, Winston? Come on, bro.
You really get heated about this shit.
Yo, it gets me mad. That's the one thing I get mad about. Look, I'm sweating. Let me take this off, yo.
It's so true. It's so true. But I was gonna start something with you now because I had an issue.
Okay.
Okay. So, I usually interview Americans. The only British people I have interviewed is Zai, Arius, Roves, Michael Dappa, who I fucked up in Tekken. Remember that shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he called me a he after, which was awkward.
He knows how to play the game.
He? And
what?
notes, he called me he after.
Wow, mad.
He didn't take the loss well. It doesn't matter. But the thing is, so usually I do interview American people. And I did see in one of the interviews you were like playing something, I don't know if it was GTA or something, and you said the only thing you associate with American rap currently is like Gunna, Slat, Slime, Drip, La-di-da. Why are you trying to hate? Like,
No,
what about Pop Smoke?
I'm not hating Pop Smoke's kick, but I bet I said that before Pop Smoke was about.
Nah, Pop Smoke's been around for like a year. Yeah.
I rate Pop Smoke.
Okay. But
Yeah,
everything
fuck
else
Pop
is,
Smoke.
you don't.
No, I never said I don't fuck with it. I'm just saying like, I used to love like 50 Cent and that. I used to proper listen to 50 Cent and
Get
that.
Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah, that's my shit. So it's just different now, innit? And I respect it all. You get me? I rate Little Baby. Little Baby's hard. And Little Baby actually done a verse on Taste on my song. It just never came out.
Why?
Because basically I got the verse like months after the original song came out.
Right.
And I thought I don't want to look like I'm trying to stretch the song, and you know what I mean, like
add remixes and
yeah.
remixes,
Do you know what I mean? It gets a
right.
bit boring in it, so like I just had to sacrifice the Baby verse. I was like, yo, it's hard, but it just can't go out because I don't want people to think that I'm trying to stretch it.
What is up? What? You just left the Little Baby verse? I can't deal with this. I'm sorry. No, that's the same thing as I think it was Stormzy not taking the whole verse. Now you're not taking the Little Baby verse.
I think I regret it. I think I regret it.
Okay.
Do I regret it? I think I regret it, but everything's meant to happen. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah, man. And come on, fam. Me and Stormzy, like, you get me? Like, we make good decisions. Okay. Yeah, man. But I wouldn't have rejected the Jay-Z verse. Stormzy's mad for that, Storms. Come on, fam. But yeah, nah. Trust me. It was a sick verse as well. And you know what? Oh, why have I just brought this up? Because I'm fuming now. I wish I had that verse again now. Because you know what? Yeah, there weren't even no like. There weren't no auto-tune on it. It was rapping. It was actually spitting. Oh, fam. Yeah, man.
Well, I'm getting signals that we have to finish the interview.
wrap it
But
up.
I feel like talking to you is like really it feels good because it makes me mad. Then I'm heated. And now I'm heated because I'm like, how the fuck are you not gonna take a Little Baby verse? But
No, do you know what? It's there, and I don't know. Maybe something will come of it one day. But
I hope so.
yeah, man. Big up Little Baby though. I'm going to LA at the end of the month. Hopefully, it's about.
Okay. Well, okay, but before we finish this, how about I teach you something in German so you can talk to the community. Say something to the German people.
Go for it.
So there's two things you can do. Either you can say I love you, or you can say no, just say I love you. That's nice.
Okay.
To your fans, come on.
Go on.
Okay, you ready?
Nee.
Ich
Lieber
liebe dich.
dich. Ich liebe dich.
Yeah.
Ich liebe dich. I done German in school a little bit,
Oh, there you go.
but I forgot a little bit. Ich liebe dich.
That was H and Steph here in Berlin.
Ich liebe dich. 16 bars. Young H.